Let me start at the beginning, where I make my character and get bullied a little bit while trying to boost my ego before I realize it's just not worth the time right now. Before I enter the capital, I need a few things, including the greatsword and the Radagon sword seal. You might wonder why I'm using the sword seal, and it's purely because I just don't want to level dexterity, the 2 points required for the greatsword. After that, I can head to the round table and kill the silly little guy and take his tongue. Next, to get some very early game XP, I think that's how pretty much everyone gets their like 50k runes or whatever, I get both Dectus medallions, and then I go up to the Draconic Tree Sentinel and uppercut him off the cliff. Now we have some pretty easy XP, and we're able to level up a good bit. Also, as you can see, we're unable to enter the capital even after beating him, because we still need the 2 great runes acquired. However, we're gonna bypass that. Now, with that, preparations are kinda complete. There's a trap chest in the Weeping Peninsula which takes you to the Divine Bridge, and you might be wondering, alright, now what do you do from here? Well, if you recall, I got the Taunter's Tongue, so if I simply use a Fur-Calling Finger remedy and then use a Taunter's Tongue, I can simply wait for an invader. I initially waited for about like 20 minutes, then went to get some other stuff, and then 20 to 30 minutes later, I got invaded. Obviously, as I was AFK, I died. However, that doesn't matter at all, because as you can see, the lift is now raised, giving me complete access to the capital without a single great rune required. From this point in the game, it's pretty straightforward. However, since I skipped the early game, I'm still pretty underleveled for this stage of the game. Regardless, I want to see how well I do against Godfrey, even being low level. Well, that was humbling. So, I decided to get the best Ash of War in the game by killing this Knight Rider over in the northern part of Liurnia. We get Giant Hunt from him and apply it to the Big Thunk Stick, which increases our strength scaling a bit and is just a better version of the uppercut. I take another go at Godfrey, and while I do much better, haha, doo-doo, so funny, I still get, well, doo-dooed on. Did my voice crack? I don't know, I don't care. So, I remember another free source of runes, which I'm kind of shocked I completely forgot about this, but I headed towards Caelid, and at night by Renna's Rise, there's another Knight Rider, so I get him to follow me off a cliff, and I get a free 42,000 runes. I'm kind of wondering how many of you are wondering if I'm ever just going to kill Grail, and I think I already did by this point, I just didn't record it, so now the bit's over. After that, I do kill Margit, so I can get past him into Stormveil and get the Iron Whetstone, so I can apply it to the Giant Hunt with a heavy affinity, which just makes it so it scales only off strength, and I don't want it to scale off dex at all because I'm not leveling that at all. Although killing Margit is kind of in line with beating the game the quote-unquote right way, since he doesn't give a great rune, I made an exception for it just because I needed the Iron Whetstone. Now that that's all done, we can go back and fight Godfrey. That is not the attack I thought he was going to do. I goofed there. That was just a bad roll. I honestly, I think I can beat his ass now. So obviously I wasn't going to beat him immediately, but I was confident I could still beat him by this point. And after enough attempts, I successfully beat him. That might have been overzealousness. Oh, never punish, baby. Oh, never punished. Never punished. Woo! Come on, baby. I'm just better. I'm just better. Level 45. I'm just better. I'm just better. I'm better. And I got a bit of a big head after this since I'm relatively underleveled for this fight. I think I'm him. I got humbled later though, don't worry. And later is now. Morgott absolutely dunked on me. So much so that I had to do some training, and I got to roughly level 60 or so, and I brought an old friend with me. I didn't first or even second try him, of course. That'd just take too much skill. But I did beat him on like the 3rd or 4th try. I don't think I recorded every single attempt, but it didn't take me all too long. There you go. I had to cheese him a bit because, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's my first great rune, huh? Alright, that took 3 tries since I got Littell. Now I know there's a lot of elitists who hate summons and magic being used, but remember, I don't care. I'm not playing a video game to prove anything. I'm doing it for fun and, of course, for content, baby. Also, heavy weapons are unironically just as cheesy as magic because of the massive stagger potential, and that's coming from someone who only loves using big bonk sticks. Just play the game for fun, bro. Now, I'll be honest, I got lost in the capital because it's been a while since I played Elden Ring. A while meaning like 2 months or something, so it's not actually that long. But I did forget where everything was. Also, look, the door's still blocked because I only have 1 great rune, so there's kind of showcase of that, I guess. I was kind of worried that I wouldn't be able to go any further because of some weird soft lock they implemented, but no, I was able to continue to the consecrated snowfields completely unimpeded. I am shocked I didn't stutter while saying any of that. Not really a whole lot to do here except kill the fire giant, which is by far the worst boss in this game. I'm going to rant about it a bit, but it's not because he's difficult or anything, but just because of how boring it is to fight him as like a melee build. I don't know about magic builds because I don't think I've ever done a full magic build, but all melee builds just consist of hitting him in the legs and hopping on your horse when he rolls away and chasing him, and it's just really boring. Also, I got impatient and died when he was literally at 1 HP twice. But regardless, I hate this boss fight, and he is the least fun fight in all of Elden Ring, and any of the Soulsborns I've played, which I guess only really includes Sekiro, but that's not really a Soulsborne or Souls-like, whatever. Regardless, I don't like him. Anyways, I did just beat him, but I stayed at his feet and slashed. Boring. Next! So, next up is the Crumbling Farm Missoula, which contains a few bosses like the Foreskin duo. I just kind of died a lot, then I started focusing down wherever enemy Littell was fighting, and that made it easier. I don't really like this fight a whole lot, but I also don't hate it all too much. It kind of just feels like fighting 2 enemies at the same time as opposed to like fighting a duo or whatever. I don't know why this video devolved into like a boss ranking tier list. Anyways, I beat them, and it was time to take on the almighty Draconic Tree Sentinel. He actually killed me once. But, you know, big sword means big W. Now, one thing I want to say is that for some reason I had more trouble fighting the first phase of Malekith than I did the second phase. I don't know how many times I died because I didn't notice this goofy motherfucker pocketed some rocks and threw them at me like a little kid hiding a rock in his pocket to show his parents. I hated it. It pissed me off. I'd rather die to him fucking throwing pocket rocks at me, or he would attack when I was queuing up an attack and I'd get eviscerated because I don't have good gear and I don't want to have good gear because I'd rather just complain about it. I think it took me like 3 attempts at phase 2 to beat him, but like 8 attempts total because for some reason the first phase just kept beating my ass senseless. Enjoy the gameplay, I guess. Okay, that was... Alright, after learning the timing for those blade, like the range blades attacks, that is such a big opening for me to just slap the shit out of him. So, with him dead, I forgot about Gideon, and while playing, when I ran into him, well, I'll just show you my interaction with him. Doot. Gideon, my boy. My boy, Gideon! I'm so proud of you, my son. Gideon, my boy. Gideon, my boy. Last time I made a video like this, Godfrey was just an insufferable fight for me. But this time around, he wasn't too bad. Alright. I forgot, he kind of fucks. Oh, what? I rolled. I rolled and you fucking hit me! Yeah! Chill. Oh no. Let me go! Let me go! Let me be! No! No! I'm an innocent boy! I'm dead! No! Oh! Oh, what? Get away from me! Get away from me! Oh my god, what? I rolled out of that. That's some bullshit. Like I said, not too bad. No, actually though, this time it was a lot more enjoyable. Especially because Littell carried. Okay, once again, Littell carries. Now, I was curious. I only have one great rune. Can I enter the final boss fight? Shockingly, yeah. I got humbled as well, but that's regardless. I always say Radagon and the Elden Beast are super easy, and I stand by that regarding the Elden Beast. But I tried fighting Radagon without his summon, and it was actually a lot harder than I thought it would be. Obviously, my equipment's a very big part of that, since I was getting like 2-tapped by his physical attacks. But I didn't feel like it was worth doing all the min-maxing for all my gear just for the final fight. I was also maybe a little bit under-leveled. I think I was level 103 by this point. But I still felt like Radagon was much harder than I remembered. I did still end up having to summon Littell to help me out, because I'm ass. My first time beating Radagon and fighting the Elden Beast was very bad, because I kind of just went brain dead and horribly timed my dodges and stuff. But on the second attempt, I did much better. Now, I didn't really have much commentary, just because I was kind of focused and was playing the rhythm of the attacks in my head, so I knew when to dodge and all that. So the gameplay is relatively silent. However, that's why I'm yapping away now, to make sure to keep your attention where it really matters. And speaking of rhythm, did you know that? There you go, baby! Yeah, the Elden Beast is so much easier of a fight than Radagon, ironically. It's also a really fun fight, just because, like, actually dodging the moves takes some semblance of knowing what you're doing. So, with that, I beat Elden Ring. Wrong, again. Elden Wrong. That's a stupid name. I'm not making that the name of this series. But I did have fun with this playthrough, for the most part. I plan on making more content on Elden Ring soon, so look forward to that. I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you're all excited for the DLC as much as I am. Please be sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. I'm really close to 1,000 subs, and it'd be amazing to hit that soon. Have a great rest of your day, and adios.